With Cheltenham Festival coming up, and yourself as an Irish trainer, we've spoken to a lot of English trainers about how special the festival is to them. As an Irish trainer, what's it like to you, and what does it mean to you compared to the major Irish festivals?
Yeah, look, it'd be a dream. Like, it's everyone's dream, whether you're any trainer, is to have a Cheltenham winner. Look, we've been running well a good few times over there. We won in the November meeting, but it'd be a dream to go over and win a race at the festival. It'd be different gravy, I'd say.
Soviet Pimpernel over towards the far side in the lead and clear by 4 or 5 lengths, but with less than 100 yards to race, Soviet Pimpernel will make a winning start over hurdles for Peter Fahey and Kevin Sexton.
When was it that you realised that in Soviet Pimpernel you had a horse that was maybe a little bit special?
The first day we ran him in Leopardstown, a 4-year-old bumper, and he was working at home. It was unbelievable, and we went over there thinking that went to Leopardstown basically thinking that we had a great chance. He was second that day, beaten by a horse in All Mead, 6-shooter, probably just a little bit weak towards the end of it. But from then on, we went to the sales. He went over to the sales. He didn't make what the owner, what Fergal wanted in Cheltenham sales, and we brought him back home. And this season, he's just been a different horse completely. You could actually rule out he's running the Royal Bond. Not saying that he'd beaten Envoy Allen, but I think he'd have been an awful lot closer. He just was flat after he put in a good run in Cheltenham in the November meeting.
Soviet Pimpernel though travels strongly on the outside to make it 3 in line. Good jump there by Gardens of Babylon, lads, half a length in front. Racing inside the final 150 yards. Gardens of Babylon on the rail. Soviet Pimpernel cheeky on the outside for Kevin Sexton and goes on under hands and heels inside the final 50 yards.
And if you look at the other kind of runners at the moment set to go for the Supreme, how would you fancy his? I mean, he's obviously a fairly big price at the moment, kind of 33 to 1 shot, but how would you kind of judge his chances against those in that company?
Look, you're going into it thinking you'd have a great chance, but the big thing is, I suppose, if Envoy Allen goes for the Ballymore, whichever he goes for, I think myself he has a great chance. Let's be honest. The Gordon's horse Abacababra is probably favourite at the moment if Envoy Allen doesn't go for that, and I honestly think I'd have been close to him in the Royal Bond if things had went right for him. He just didn't travel that day for Kevin. I knew after 2 hurdles he wasn't right. He was showing all the signs at home that he was in great form, but just when he went to the races he was a bit flat. So I'd be going over there thinking it'd be a great chance. There's no point in bringing him just for the crack,
And Cheltenham obviously provides a very different test than many race courses out there. How do you think he's set to kind of cope with the challenges that Cheltenham brings?
Yeah, I think it'll suit him, and I think it's a huge thing as well that he has a bit of track form. Like he ran great in the 4-year-old race there before. He battled away, and that was his probably first real test, and you couldn't knock him that day. So, I wouldn't be knocking it. I think it'll actually come alive over there, to be honest, when he freshens up,
And I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, but you've got the exciting Cheltenham Festival runner in the first race. You've got the exciting Grand National runner as well. If you could pick one now to win, what would you choose?
That's a tricky one. I'd love a Cheltenham winner, and I'd love to win the Grand National, so I'd be happy with both of them, yeah.